What's up, friends? How y'all doing? Welcome to the channel. Guys, today is Thursday, April 9th, 2026. Hope y'all are doing well. Tomorrow's Friday, y'all. The week is like almost over, and I couldn't be more excited about it. What's up, Muzzle Cran? So we got check-ins. We got Mama Goof today with the first and the check-in. Cane Wolf, Linux. With Linux has got 100. Did it say 105? Did I read that correctly? We got Linux, and then we got Mystic. Hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for coming in, everybody. So I'm a little late. Got done with work, ate dinner, and I got just really exhausted. So I laid down for a little bit and took a little bit of like a cat nap. So I don't know, man. I don't like coming on stream when I'm like super tired because my energy's so low. But so hopefully that's not the case tonight. I don't imagine it's gonna be a very long stream, especially if that's the case. But like I said, I hope everybody's having a great week. Coming to an end here pretty soon. So tonight, I'll be jumping back into Satisfactory. I did do a little bit of work on the factory today during my lunch break. And what's up, Bessie? Welcome in. I bet you're happy because unless you're working OT, you're done for the week, right? Muzzle Crayon coming in with that check-in. Thank you guys so much for those check-ins. I don't think Crayon, I haven't been in one of your streams yet. I don't think. I need to correct that at some point. I saw Taco in here earlier also. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Obviously, Cane Wolf, who's everywhere. But yeah, we're going to work on the factory a little bit. I did some work at lunch today because we tend to see each other in other people's streams. Yeah, for sure. And I just got done with school. I'm chilling the rest of the night, which probably won't last long because I'm exhausted. Yeah, I mean, you got to though, right? But it's your weekend now, right? For the most part. I mean, I'm sure you have still family responsibilities, but because you don't work on Fridays, right? I know that it means a lot because I know that you're exhausted and the factory work is not easy and you still show up, and that's awesome. I can't express my gratitude enough for that. Even for the little bit that you're here. I mean, it says a lot about you. It doesn't, I'm not sure. No, I'm just kidding. I was about to go another way, but yeah. Haas. What's up, Savage? Haas, welcome in, buddy. But yeah, more Satisfactory. So I did some work at lunch on my oil production. We got plastic being produced now, but it does have a byproduct. So I think it's probably stopped up on that. But the byproduct can be used to make fuel, an alternative fuel. So we're going to do that. I got my hoodie on because it's cold as crap in my office. I love it that way because I got a window unit that's just cranking in here. And I was afraid from running the window unit so much that my electric bill was going to be crazy. And I get my electric bill and I'm like, it's like practically nothing compared to how it used to be at our old house. It's wild to me, man. I don't even know how to make sense of it at this point. It's just wild. Not a complaint at all. Just more of a just wow. I just can't believe how badly we were getting screwed on stuff like that. So anyways, I won't dialogue too much here, guys. Be sure to follow on all the social medias if you're not already. Let me get this up. So if you guys don't know, the link tree is where I keep all the links at to everything, but then also some broken out here. The YouTube channel has all the VODs on it. So if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, you may want to check that out. Not very active on Twitter, and then the Discord, which I usually Discord's pretty chill because mainly it's just stream updates there. There's not a whole lot of other stuff going on. Yeah, I mean the crazy thing is, so to get into like numbers on electricity at our old house, in near Dallas. We moved in September. We moved from Dallas out to the woods in East Texas. So we're like kind of in the country now, right? And so our electric bill, regardless of summer or winter in Texas, was like $600. And we were used to that. And that was like a 1,200 square foot house. Now we're in a 2,400 square foot house. We're in the country. And I'm running this AC constantly. We have a pool, so we have a pool pump that runs 24/7. And last month it was like 240. And it's like, bro, I'm just not used to it, man. It's definitely not a complaint at all, but I'm like, did y'all forget to bill something? Are you only billing us for like half the house? I mean, what's going on here? You know, a quarter of the house, for crying out loud. So it's great, man. I mean, I like that we're not getting price gouged on electricity anymore. But Cran, thanks for that lurk. Enjoy that D&D. I just read your message there. But thanks for stopping in. But yeah. So let's get to the game. If I can find all my things. Okay. I didn't really do much testing before stream, so I apologize if things are off, or pretty much left everything how it was after stream last night, so we should be good there. But more satisfactory. I might take this hoodie off here in a minute because it's actually not as cold in here. Well, and I feel like getting under these lights most of the time, as I've said before, sometimes I just feel like a freaking fried chicken at a gas station, just under the heat lamps. That's what it feels like most of the time. All right. Get into our server. For power, our quarter bills are like 600 USD, and we have. That's crazy because you have solar on top of that. That's wild, man. That is really wild. But your guys' dollar is like valued differently than the US dollar, but you're comparing that straight up, so that doesn't really even matter in that scenario. So I was picking up, so when I was here earlier, I was picking up some more materials. So we already got the elevator going. We're gonna head up to the roof. Yeah, I mean, it was basically like after about 2022, man, our electricity was like stupid expensive forever. And our water bill was crazy. Yeah, and I don't know what the exchange rate is. I know it's you know, constantly changing with the market and all that stuff, but all right. I'm getting used to this new tube system where we can change directions at these junctions. Oh, that worked that time. That's the first time that's worked, so that's cool. Usually I have to run past it and come back. So we're heading back to about as far as we can get to the oil, and then we gotta hoof it the rest of the way, but I think it's very close now. Because I added more lines on this also. Because oil is really, really far from our factory, so there's our sulfur, basically our sulfur mining operations down there. And dropping into the area where we have oil. And it's going to just spit us out right here. Where I got to the end of it. We're like right at the refinery here. So let's see how much plastic we produced. 2, 4. We got about 1,000 before our byproduct filled up. So we're just gonna flush this. Actually need to flush the entire thing. Because once the byproduct backs up, it kills all production. So now it's producing this again. But let's show off some of the oil production that we have going on over here, which is all pretty much all new. You guys can see the piping here to the different to the fluid buffers. I'll actually go back to the beginning because there's 5 different sites here that we're pulling oil from. A little bit of uranium over here we have to stay away from because we don't have anti-radiation stuff. Gotta adjust this AC real quick. All right. So realistically, this is where it all starts over here. This is our first oil, which this is a pure node. This guy's pumping oil out of here. We got another pure node pumping here. This guy's starting above. This one's coming in below. We're starting off the 2 pipelines. So we have a third node over here. We got him bringing oil up. It's actually a scheduled day. Because I'm on, so yesterday actually wasn't the scheduled day because I'm on Mondays and Thursdays now. I did make that official change on the schedule. What's up, Outlaw? How you doing, brother? What's up, Mike? How you doing too? Mike went ham yesterday, man. And then he spent like $50 on dinner. So he was putting it away yesterday. Been pretty good, dude. Doing pretty good. I took I'm off to a late start because I took a nap. Because after work and then I ate dinner and Mama Goof cooked a fantastic meal for us, and I think I overindulged a little bit, which is part of the reason I'm a little tired because it was pasta based too. So she made a meatball beef stroganoff. That was really good. It was the first time we'd done it. It was an all day crock pot thing. Yeah, she has yeah, it was egg noodles, but still. It's still a carbohydrate rich food, if you will, which for a diabetic is, you know, I have to be careful with that stuff. Even though my meds keep it down pretty good, so it's not a huge issue. But yeah, this is our third node for oil, pumping oil up here. So at that point, we have our 3 lines. And then these 2 guys down here. And then we have these additional pumps on here so that just to push. And then we end up with the 5 lines coming in here. We got pumps on everything. And so one of the reasons I kept these separate and didn't run these all to merge into a single line was I wanted to make sure they were all working. And the best way to see if they were working was to make sure that these buffers were filling up. And so, because originally when I built this, we didn't have the pumps on it. And so I could see what wasn't working and what was. And it kind of gave me a heads up on where to add the pumps and that sort of thing. So now it's completely operational. We have proper head lift on all the inclines. And right now it's only all feeding into one refinery, which is a plastic refinery. Which is going to change because we're going to actually I'm going to completely get rid of this buffer at some point. Because what's going to happen, I'm just going to keep flushing this thing out because this is a byproduct, heavy oil residue, which we could use the byproduct to produce stuff later. But anytime the byproduct fills up, then it stops production of plastics. So, because we'll get the same byproduct out of it when we're producing rubber as well. And honestly, I should just like put another refinery over here, just because there's if you go in here, you can see some of these recipes. We have liquid biofuel also, which is interesting. You can make that. Because now we have, I could produce, I could use the plastic to produce containers. So we could do residual fuel out of the byproduct, which is what we're about to do. So the way that we're going to do that, I'm going to build a refinery here. And so this is going to go away. This is going to go away. And we're going to drop the, we're going to drop a, let's make sure this lines up right. I mean, it's okay. We're going to drop that underneath. And then we're going to drop another one here. This is not lined up. I'm stupid anal about stuff like this in this game for the most part. Sometimes you just can't do anything about it. You gotta do things. So we got that, which we have to go underneath now. And find these two and just kind of connect them. So we're gonna fall in the water real quick. Okay. We have our two spots there. We're gonna pipe from here to there. That's gonna connect those two. I don't think we really need to, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it a pump there. It's not gonna hurt it. And can I do? I don't think I could do power up here. I have to do power a different way to get that thing powered. Run off of this thing. Yeah, we got plenty here. We just hit a power pole down there, which will connect to this pump. That'll pump the stuff. Actually, I kind of did this wrong because I need a buffer. I definitely need a buffer there. I'm just gonna put a buffer like here. Then we're going to foundation here. Basically, just gonna drop this in the middle there. Gotta kind of redo this down here a little bit. This is no more. We want the pipe to go from there to there. And then put the pump about here. And that'll get powered. Then with the buffer there, it should at least fill up a little bit. We don't have the industrial level pump buffers yet because no, I haven't unlocked those yet, I don't think. No, we just have the regular ones. I think that may be on this next thing. So we're getting a little bit in there, but not a ton. So this guy is going to be made to do residual fuel. And then I'm going to pull this power from this guy, which I think is this cable. Oh, where this is, else this is, it is powering here, okay. I'm gonna run the power here. And this can power these two. So with this is going to produce residual fuel with the output of here. Which honestly, I need to do this different anyway. No, I don't. I don't need to do that different. I need to put that back. You build another refinery. There. I'm gonna upgrade this hull to Mark II. This one's going to produce rubber. I don't know. Okay. So bring the crude oil into there. Basically the same concept as the other one. Right, so yeah, that's lined up. Sure this all looks and then what we're going to do with this residual, the byproduct, we're going to add that to the output to the guy over here. Gonna put a pipe junction here. So all of that's going to pump into that one. So this has nowhere to output this fuel yet. Realistically, I should have made these both plastic. I think I'm going to do that. Let's pull the rubber it's already produced out of here. Because one of the plastics are going to be pretty much used up producing producing plastic containers. I'm gonna extend this out a little bit. Come back, that's pretty important. And second, people need to not call me while I'm relaxing. Sorry. And I mean, it wasn't me that called you, obviously, but I agree. What the hell? What the hell is wrong with people? So we're gonna buffer here also. So that's gonna give it a place to send the fuel that it's creating. At least for now, which is there. When we put that in containers, we could use that fuel. How do you know you're calling a heartbeat? So I think you're safe. Yeah, I don't call people, so I mean, unless it's like life or death, really. Just don't, in the modern age of communications that are available to us, it's like, it's kind of pointless, you know? So it is absolutely pointless that I have these here. I'm going to get rid of all this. How am I going to do this? I'm going to merge these two. Then I'm going to smart split them. here. Wait, mess up the merger. I needed the merger to output to a certain place. Yeah, I guess once text messaging became such a thing, I mean, what's the point of even calling anybody anymore? So I want the primary, so we're gonna go overflow here, and then the plastics are gonna go out on this side. No. That's cool. And then it'll start just pushing everything in there. And then everything that I have in inventory plastic wise can go in there. As it produces plastic, the plastics are just going to come out there. Okay. But this, I need to move this, and there's no way to move this without losing the production. Like, there's certain instances where talking to people is important, but like for most situations, it's not really necessary anymore. I'm just going to build one constructor here. And this constructor's job is to build one thing. Those are empty canisters. I was showing off to Haas my mad scientist build of all this stuff last night. So that's going to store the empty canister. So, and then what we're going to build next is a packager. I need some. So what the packager is going to do now, build it like right here. So it's going to pump fuel into this thing, packager. Then we're going to create package fuel. Oh, thanks for that follow. I appreciate that. There's some information there in the chat about how to follow on other social medias if you're interested. Well, thanks so much for that follow. I appreciate you coming in. Followers are anonymous here, so if you're lurking and don't want to be called out, you don't have to worry about that here. I want to get this to line up with this other one too, so we're going to nudge it. That little line there indicates that. And then we have packaged fuel coming out now. We could do a lot of stuff with packaged fuel. We could use it in our vehicle. We could use it in our chainsaw. Eventually, even just the fuel itself, we could put into fuel power plants, which is petroleum power is actually our next milestone to unlock. So we'll be able to do that soon to be able to generate some electricity. We use all this to help enhance our power grid, which isn't terrible. We are using, you know, as we add everything, we are adding a bit more strain on that power grid. Somewhat new to this game. I've been playing for 3 weeks, but still curious how people make giant factories and stuff with Mark 3s and 2s and stuff. Yeah, I'm building on Mark 4s. This isn't even my most this is actually, it's funny because I've been playing this game since like very early access, and this save file that I'm building off of was like my very first game. And I went back and just built off of that. But after a while, I mean, it becomes necessary, right, to just build all this crap, because I mean, you pretty much have to. So we're building fuel now, which is cool, because it's using the residual fuel, the byproduct from the other factories. When you get to aluminum, which you need aluminum for Mark 5 conveyors and stuff, it gets so crazy. Yeah, there's actually a guy that I follow. What was his name? He streams on Twitch also, but he does create good YouTube content. I'm trying to remember who the guy was. It's actually, when I did trains for the first time, I had to really watch his videos on how to do trains, because I was having some trouble getting them to work, and I realized you have to be like, because I was creating basically two-way rail, but you have to be stupid picky about how close you get the rails, or they conflict with each other, and they basically stop your trains. And so I didn't know that. And that was when trains were new to the game too, whatever update that was during the early access. The game is addicting. I mean, it is absolutely insane. And they're still adding to it, which is also wild. Total Eclipse. And he's got the ultimate, he's got on YouTube his videos, the ultimate starter guide for Satisfactory, which is a real good watch. Which there's the link to that video if you're interested in it. But he also streams on Twitch. So Total Eclipse is his name. And this is about a year old, I guess. So some of it's even outdated already because of the 1.1 release. Yeah. Is this the this is the but the game's so much fun because there's no wrong way to do anything. There are wrong ways to do things, but there's so many different right ways to do the same thing. Yeah, and I mean I could kind of tour you around the factory a little bit. This is just because on the biome that you start out with, which is considered the easy biome, which to me is not, because the resource is actually much further away. The oil is so far away from you that you have to put on some travel. Yeah, so my biggest build I ever did was in the desert, and to me the desert's like the easiest one because there's so many resources around you. I like the jungle also. Actually, me and my daughter have one going in the desert, which we haven't played on a little bit. But I don't even have like my I'm still building out my conveyors out here. And then I have a plan to centralize my storage, or just have a place for me to pick parts, basically. But yeah, the desert's cool. I mean, it's just basically the other end of the map from this biome. I should have grabbed some fuel because the fuel is much more effective. We're just going to make the trip. And then up here, I have a spot where I could jump into the hypertubes. Right here. This is where I'm mining sulfur. Well, I actually have two sites, but this is the better one. Because right now, that's the only thing going on this line. But you see over there in the distance is another sulfur site and another coal site. Because I have I have a circular loop for coal to go between steel production and the coal power plants, which is my main, currently my main source of electricity. And we also have quartz way off in the distance too. That's actually on this line. Yeah, I try to set up a little bit higher so I could kind of flatten things out a little bit better for the terrain, right? I mean, that's the idea. But this is like my main building, really, is here. Bam's doing pretty good, man. Yeah, Mama Goof with her appointment on Monday. So we have an elevator set up. This is based on our copper and our space elevator floor, which is the base floor. We have all of our coal power plants over here. We have 2 battery banks. I just switched from regular coal to compacted coal. So during that transition last night, actually, I did that one on stream. I really put the battery banks to use. And then I have a backup biofuel power configuration over here, which just kind of sits dormant in case I need it, or if I'm not producing enough with the coal plant. And then and also I could pick stuff, I could pick like biofuel stuff out of this stuff. Let's see, did I have anything for here? No, I didn't. Okay, cool. But yeah, we got, some limestone being mined, some iron down here that's feeding into our kind of our main building. This is probably for the for the point that I'm at in the game. This is the beginning biome. This is number 1. And it's like off to this, bottom edge of the map. Because this is the cutoff on the bottom edge of the map down here. And so I've got builds. Definitely got builds in the desert. My problem is my biggest build in the desert that I spent so much time on, they hosed because they changed the terrain, and like some of my hypertubes are just going through mountains now. And it's like, I just don't like that. I like my stuff to be like kind of as clean as I can get it, really. Oh yeah, I took down a lot of trees. Well, and you have to for the biofuel anyway. So I've got some copper here to build some AI limiters for the smart switches. The smart splitters is what I meant to say. We have coal coming up here. We've got the Caterium mining from over there, then copper for those purposes. I'm just starting to build out my hypertubes on this also, so we don't have a lot of hypertube infrastructure yet. Then this is basically like there's a mine over there of coal also. So we got this coal coming in. It hits this merger actually. This merger's coming in, and then they split out here. and the splitter's going, just pushing coal up here, and then any overflow goes this way back to where the steel production is, and then it does the same thing over there. So it's created a loop. And so to give priority to power, then on that side it gives priority to the steel production. And then that's our sulfur line, because sulfur and coal creates compacted coal, which is what we're using for the it's much more efficient than regular coal, so it burns at half. And so we have steel production over here. We're doing steel, and I've got encased industrial beams for the Mark IV, mainly for the Mark IV stuff here. Which everything's backed up because everything's stopped. I'm not syncing anything automatically yet. I'm going to be doing some more syncing to get tickets and try to unlock everything. Kind of once I get my power grid to where it can support it, because it can't really support if everything was to start running at the same time. But we've got our 2 sulfur sources coming in there, and it's just, we don't have a whole lot going on with sulfur right now as far as automation. But I'm looking at potentially building like a munitions plant out here to once I unlock the rifle. Even though I have like creatures set to passive, because it gets frustrating to me. Especially as many times as I've died on here when I feel like I shouldn't have. But it's another sulfur plant down here, basically. And then we were on that line out there. That's the one that goes out to the oil. So definitely working on getting some of this stuff more interconnected with the hyper tubes. And then I also want to build some more elevator stuff. See I call this Limestone Valley because there's like 3 decent limestone nodes down here, but I don't really need them yet. Because at one point I thought I was going to build a whole base in this little but then I just really didn't. So we have this stuff all coming together here. And it's just sulfur from that sulfur output. And also, because I've reworked quite a bit too, because that's one thing that I've personally struggled with in this game is when I build something, I tend to like not want to rebuild it, even though you kind of have to, especially when you unlock new stuff that can improve process flows. If I ever make a second game or ever build in this area, that's a good idea. I didn't think about making it high up. Yeah, it keeps the terrain from kind of messing with everything, you know? And then like I have a couple of elevators that are in, the big stair and ramps to go up and down as I need to. And like this is just basically all my quartz that's coming in. I'm not doing anything with yet. What's up, Tina? How you doing? I think I was working on my desert build the last time. I think the first time Tina ever came in, we really chatted. It's funny. But yeah, especially when you get over this area where like if you fall down into this hole, like down here, like you just die anyway. It's like completely useless. So when you're building this stuff, I get a little bit nervous when I get in areas like that. And usually I'll just empty my inventory into some personal storage boxes so that if I do die, I don't lose my stuff. Playing Satisfactory. Set from mine where if I die, I keep everything. Yeah, and I know I probably should do that too, honestly, since I'm playing with creatures like not. See, this used to be much more impressive build over here, but I actually minimized it when I rebuilt it because I redid everything. And now it's just very minimal. And nothing's moving because, you know, all the storage outputs are full. I don't really need to do anything else. Yeah, so I tried to do survival because when you first played, you didn't have those options when they first like released it. And back in early access, like way early access, like you couldn't turn the monsters or the creatures on passive and all that stuff. So you had to do the survival aspect of it. And I kind of liked it. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of liked it, and I kind of miss it. But in some places, they've like beefed up some of them so much that it's like such a pain. And then you have like radioactive monsters and all this other stuff. Because I liked in Star Rupture, I like fighting off the raids and stuff, but they just didn't really. I don't think they really did that well in this game. They focused so much on the actual factory building, which is not a bad thing. That like the whole survival aspect of it's kind of like it's just kind of there in case just in case you want it. So we're gonna go back to where we're kind of maturing the oil production a little bit. But I felt there's so many people that build so many crazy large things in this game that it's just nutty. I like exploring too. I wish that they had like procedural builds in this. See, it didn't turn like I wanted it to. It didn't even change the direction. Because this is a new thing too. Okay, that's the direction we wanted to go. These junctions are cool. I'm just getting used to them. And there was also wreckage somewhere off of here. I wish you could get binoculars too. How'd you do that with your left ear, right button? You mean the junctions for the you do that with the left or right button? Actually, it was E. It was E that changed it. That you could change the direction with. Even showed them some. It's probably because you showed them some side boob that they're like, forget it, bro. No. So now since we have like actual fuel, which is pretty cool. See, I don't need to build this many canisters, though. I don't need like a whole... I'm going to like get rid of this. Dude, we've made so many canisters, though. I'm going to turn this off for now. We made a lot of canisters. I don't think we need that many canisters right now. I don't know. I guess it's not a big deal if it fills up, because whatever. Wait, Sonic. Oh, Sonic traveling through tunnels. I was like, are we talking about Sonic like the fast food place, or are we talking about Sonic like the Hedgehog? Is obviously the Hedgehog, because yeah. I remember what the unlock is for this. Hey, it's bacon. Get some bacon. There's a doggo too. I don't think he's like out here swimming. Oh, he's got me some ammo. Cool. He's just swimming. Yeah, I played Sonic on Sega Genesis. Yeah. So this just needs power. We're in power lines over here. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Leave me alone. So these oil lines, I just put this whole thing together today. Actually, I was working at lunch on my factory. Song requests are on, guys. Exclamation point SR artist and title, or it's all through Spotify. So if you have the Spotify track link, you can use that in place of the artist and title. Are you bringing the oil to a different area? I'm bringing the oil right here. That's all I'm doing, because long pipelines are hard. Even this long, getting the pumps lined up correctly was a challenge. But there's five nodes right here, so I'm bringing in from 5 separate nodes. I mean, right now, I don't understand how people are getting so much resource from the mine. Well, so you could get, for one thing, usually you have to focus on your pure mines if you can, your pure nodes. Those will produce them more than obviously upgrading your miners to Mark. I have all mine right now. I think I have everything at Mark 2 for the miners. So they're producing quite a bit. Your child just face planted because she tripped crawling across. Is she okay? Like, sounds like yeah, when I upgrade to the tier 2, it stays the same at 1. So also you have to consider how much your conveyors can carry as well. If you upgrade, it should double. It should double whatever the production was. So if you're on single, if you're on an impure, it'll basically create. It was like a 30 or 60. It should double that number, but your conveyors also have to be able to handle the output. You came and jacked my, yeah, it's basically just. I'm gonna like try to build temporary power over here. I just want to get this hard drive out of this thing. More than hyper. I usually slept for like 4 days straight or something. I'm gonna drop this thing right here. Nah, I'm just getting tired of these things. Gangster. Hey, come on, big reggae man. Yeah, this is operational now. Okay. Yeah, there's probably a lot of different factors. What's up, Redline? Thanks for the alert, buddy. Probably a lot of different factors to consider. Is there another oil node right here? Did I miss one? Am I surveying of the area? This is an impure one though, so it's not like that big of a deal. But still, it could be extra oil. These are pure nodes. So I try to get pure nodes when you can, because they're going to produce the most. And everything from the conveyors leading out or pipes, because, you know, they could only handle so much based on their markness. I'm going to finish the conveyor build over here, and then I'm going to get one more. Well, before I do that, we got one more conveyor to build, or not conveyor, but factory to build over here. A refinery. Dude, words are really kicking my ass tonight. Okay, so we're gonna run another. Let's see here. It's a Mark. Yeah, it's a Mark II. This one's gonna produce rubber. We're gonna output logistics. No, wrong one. Build a junction here. Line it up. Just gonna fill up. A good song. Sad song, but good song. Freeze. Alright, so it's lined up with that. I think it's too far for me to see whether it lines up with this. That one shouldn't be curving at all. And then we're gonna drop the pipe right about there. I'll put the byproduct, the residual heavy oil. We have to go underneath. Water. This in over here. Here, that it clips that, and I don't like that. So that's going into, and hopefully that's not going to overload that stuff anytime soon. But if it does, it does. I mean, I'll just deal with it then. We got a pretty good production line going here. Stuff. We take this and let me change the fuel that I'm using to package fuel. And then I have much higher that I could fly now because I'm using actual fuel, not just the biofuel. Yeah, ads starting in about 45 seconds, guys. Appreciate everybody hanging out and coming by, watching me play. I know sometimes if you don't play this game, it's hard to kind of follow along with what's going on because there can look like there's just so many things going on. But appreciate you guys hanging out anyway. What so yeah, in case you missed the announcement, I didn't make an announcement in Discord, I guess. That's probably where I missed. But Mondays and Thursdays are the stream days now. Wednesday yesterday was kind of a bonus stream since I missed Monday because of the PC issue. But that's where we're at, man. That's where we're at. Mama Goof has a Bible study every other Wednesday, so it's just easier for me just to switch the schedule over. And I mean, usually on Wednesdays I feel like streaming, so if I feel like streaming, you guys might see me on some Wednesdays anyway. So now since we're actually using real fuel with this, we can go a little bit further. The pure iron, that's cool. Did we already get this, the hard drive out of here? I think so. It's operational too. You got more goodies over here. I wish you could just hit these. You have to blow them up. Is that all that's out here? I gotta make some more gas mask filters soon. Just kind of going through these. I got some plastic. Train rolls on. We need the protein. That's why I'm attacking that guy. It's bacon. We're pretty close to unlocking petroleum power now. So, I'm gonna finish. I think I'm gonna finish this here. This is just two. We're really close to this being done anyway. So for now, I'm going to have this just output here. Entrance in there. It needs to be powered. Move into there. And we need a wall right here because it's gonna. Cool. You send you a pic on Discord, is that okay? Yeah, that's cool. I mean, it's not like you're not like sending me like dick pics or something, are you? Unless it's like Dick Van Dyke. Who will? I'm sending you a virus. The game seems kind of laggy too, for some reason. Where's Discord at? A rando friend request, apparently. So we came all the way back here just to go part of the way back so that we could work on the hypertubes, our hypertube network. If they ever added structural integrity to this game, which they said that they're not going to, I would be so screwed on these kind of builds because everything would just fall. But sometimes I try to make them look structurally sound though, but I used to think that I did it all the time, but I really don't when I look at this because all my stuff is just floating out here. Let's see what this looks like going under here. Just don't want it to clip. It's not clipping at all, actually. Okay. Let me see what Mike's at. Is that blue or purple? Or is it blurple? Purple. All right. So we're gonna do a conveyor junction. Looks good, Mike. I like it. On the wrong game, but I like it. Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything. I didn't know how official that was yet. So I was just gonna like just go with it. This is clipping that. So what we're gonna do. Make it go into the ground. No, I don't even have the floor. I don't have those unlocked yet. Outlaw, thanks for that check-in, man. Just, oh, I'm falling. That's scary. Thanks for that check-in, man. I appreciate it. So that's gonna junction down there. It's not clipping. It's like there's like a little gap right there. That's all it needs. Thanks for that check-in, Mike. Yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do about that whole thing. I feel like I'm just kind of lost right now. What's up, Lima Cook? How you doing, man? Oh, look at that's clipped so bad. I don't like that at all. Yeah, I get there's gonna be some clipping sometimes, but like, I don't want this to look like that sloppy. All right, I gotta go unlock something because I think what I'm missing is easily answered. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what to do because I'm a VTC free agent again. So obviously always OTR, but there's some people in your company I'm not necessarily fond of. I did my shoutouts today. I appreciate that, man. You've been streaming? We may have had this conversation before. This just feels familiar. My memory sucks, dude. I apologize. We've had a lot leave. I want the NASA badge. I got the NASA badge during I guess when Artemis was the other day when they were breaking the human barrier of distance. Yeah, there was an emote too. There was a badge and an emote. The NASA, I think it's like NASA, is it NASA Sprinkles or something? NASA Sparkles. Yeah, that emote right there. I didn't either, and I was just watching. I was like watching while I was working, and I just got the alert that I got the badge and the emote, and I was like, "That's cool." And then I told other people about it. I was watching on YouTube. That's what you get for not using the correct platform, Michael. An ass. I don't know why people are friends with me anymore. But yeah. You get a badge on YouTube? Huh? Huh? What has YouTube done? YouTube? I said YouTube. What has YouTube done for you lately, Mike? There, you use my full name. Use my whole government name. For some reason, when I use it, it reminded me of The Office. Okay, I was doing something here. I was unlocking something. An architecture. No. Management. Yeah. Hypertube floor holes and wall attachments. These are the two things I want. And in my cart, I've got some tickets over here. What tickets do I have? 10. Let's go check out. Throughput monitors are kind of cool too. I have 7 left. I might get these because I'm just curious about them. I've never had them before.
Humans have long practiced delegating work that strains and tires them to machines. It is their best achievement. Simple counting and short-term memory are often among such challenges, which the conveyor throughput monitor is specialized in. Simply add it to any belt, and it will tell you its throughput after only 1 minute.
Pause my VODs for me. So it does for me too. Literally all it does. I do watch stuff on there sometimes, but I done shorts on there, and I did when I was doing some TikTok stuff, but I never really did a lot of it. I didn't follow through much. I know I'm terrible. No, that's the side of the wall. Hey Bessie, can you be streaming next? Probably Monday, if not this weekend. And then I still gotta pick up some beer for Saturday. This power around here. It's pretty open. It depends, because Saturday too during the day I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this hard drive on this computer. See if I need to RMA it or what I need to do. I think all my powers ran on the opposite side. It is. Got my daughter with some school drawing thing. Going tomorrow, I won't be so sleepy. I don't know if I'm going to be on tomorrow, to be honest with you. I usually don't do Friday, but especially since Lucy has her Girl Scouts thing, and I'm trying to go to that. So I haven't disabled that timer because I'm just lazy, I guess. I just forget. Like, I still get home in enough time where I could stream. So it just depends on what's going on as far as just the logistics of everything. But definitely, if not during the weekend, the next scheduled stream is on Monday. So, and I don't think there's any reason I wouldn't be streaming this Monday. We're almost done with at least this leg of this. You're the most amazing stream. I'll catch you later. All right, get some rest, man. Get some rest. Did we run out of mats? We did. Right on the last leg of that. I like this song. I like this song a lot, actually. I was talking about this song with somebody in, I think, HOTAS channel the other day about how this is a cool song. Who was I having issues with? I'm not going to talk about it on stream, but one of them's the reason that I left the last time. There's actually two people. And one of them I have a direct conflict with that, I don't hold grudges or anything like that. I know how certain people are and I just refuse to associate or be around them. If that makes sense. Like, I don't wish them anything bad or anything like that. I just won't be associated with them. Yeah, I could send you. I don't even think, I think one of them's not even active or anything anymore, so it's probably not even that big of a deal. The main one, really. These are what I ran out of. But yeah, I'll send you a message. Sorry I didn't do it. What did you didn't do, Brumble? Brumble, how the hell are you, man? Freaking badass. You know how anybody could have any conflicts with you unless if you don't like the Eagles, and even with that, it's like everybody should like you because you heartache. Rumble, did you take up like? Are you like? Did you start taking like hardcore like drugs or something? I'm just kidding, man. Might not be a joke. Might not be a funny joke for some people. I apologize. But yeah, no, I had conflict with a couple of people, and you know, there's just some people that I guess they try to take care of people, take advantage of people's good nature, and that seriously just doesn't do it for me. And then the other one was literally somebody like being extremely sexist towards a good friend of mine on their stream. Can I have some? Maybe it'll finish the Discord already, huh? Maybe. I mean, if you get the right ones. I mean, I make no guarantees, though, bro. So is our new line here. That guy's one of them. Oh, I got you. I thought you might be going there, but I wasn't sure. And my brain was not braining. My bad, brother. Wait, Outlaw's leaving. Brother, it's time for my old ass to get some sleep. It's ATSA tomorrow. I need to make sure I'm prepped for those lot lizards. Love you. Outlaw, take it easy, my friend. Love you too, bro. Guys, if you're not following Outlaw, give Outlaw a follow. If I have a mod in the channel, get a shout out for him. Dude is pushing for partner and he's going to get it. 100% he's going to get it. And the more people that are there to help out, man, the better. So yeah, it only works for mods. I get it though. Hey, thanks, Brian. Brian's like, I threw up the bat signal and Brian appeared. I noticed that my playlist has like, hey, thanks for that follow. I appreciate that. Welcome in. Followers are anonymous here, so I'm not gonna call you out in the channel, but appreciate the follow, and there's some information there on other ways that you can connect with the community here. So now I need to hypertube my butt over to these over here. And I'm trying to figure out if I should connect off of what we just built, the end of that over there, or if I should run something through here, come over here, and then over there. I think I should come over here because this also isn't really connected to anything. Hope you're doing well though, Brian. Thanks for coming in with that. So if I do this, I could redo these lines here and stack them. I'm gonna do that. We're gonna redo all of this. Like all of this right here. So these two here are gonna go. Actually, that's backwards. Where's this clipping? Thing is just being obnoxious. Then we're gonna run. We need to zoop these. Zoop them again here because these were coming in here, weren't they? Yeah, they're coming in there. All right, so I ran out of materials. Dang it. Keeps happening. At least I can get over there easy where the materials are now. It's not as much of an endeavor to do so. heard this song before. So these materials are over here. I'm gonna like trash some of this stuff because I need this. But oh yeah, it filled up because I picked up all that crap. Well, 300 will have to do for now. And I need an elevator this over here. Still. This is the other end where the coal is making the circle over here. Same way as it's doing over there. Oh, going the wrong way. There we go. Okay. These were, yeah. This, we don't need this one. We went too high. Alright, so all that stuff's gonna go up there. So we kind of rework that a little bit. What that's going to do for us is we're going to be able to get rid of this here. Okay. I'm going to switch it to this side. Like here. And this is the reason we did this. These hyper tubes will go up here. This is going to cross up to this one. Go here. This will go up here. We're going to junction this up here. So basically we'll have the output here that goes here, that keeps going. And this is our, like, basically our exit ramp. I want to get off here. And then we're also going to junction about here. tutorial will drop us down at our place here. We'll build an entrance. Connect it to power somewhere. As I find in what's that has power. Connect it to that one. Cool. So far, so good. We could potentially junction here too, and I feel like I should. You Matchbox 20 fans? I love Matchbox 20. Okay, so now we're running this through this. We have all of our production lines intact here. Nothing's running because all the outputs are full. Big Matchbox 20 fans? Yeah, I love Rob Thomas, dude. Everything he does, man, it's just like it turns to gold, I feel like, when it comes to music. Yeah, very talented. Run out of materials for this. Maybe go get some plates. Maybe not that way though. Oh damn, I don't even have much space for him. Curious how this is gonna work. When I get out, is it gonna suck me right into the tube? How far I can go with these? One there. I'm gonna go ahead and cool. So I want to junction this off too here. Upgrade that. It didn't even sound like Shinedown at first. It all sounded like a country song. It's now though, obviously. This past here. Just gonna jump it on right here. Out of materials. I need to clear out some of my dead inventory. Okay, stream so much love. Brumble, take it easy, dude. I appreciate you coming in. Thanks for always posting in the Discord and stuff. I appreciate it, man. Guys, if you don't know the Brumble streams, man, go check out his channel. Streams some truck sim. Does all kinds of stuff, different stuff, man. Get you a shout out. I'm sure Brian's probably working, so I don't want to bug him too much. Right, so we need, first off, we need to get rid of some stuff. I'm gonna get rid of all these. I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. Any copper sheets? One floor down. So this output here, this is for everything. So I don't necessarily have to do something for the space elevator. I end up just like building this all out because I'll just make it completely circular. Where the mommy's at? What's up, Taco? Oh man, it's after like 8 o'clock. They're probably asleep. That's my guess anyway. Good song too. I'd never heard this before. It just showed up in this playlist. Any more iRacing lately? Taco? You can't do this in turns. Oh, yeah, our head there. That's not cool. We'll leave it that way for now, I guess. What is this doing? I'm about to run out of mats again. Yep. At least I have more space for more. This clips at the floor level too, and it bothers me. It's like I didn't get it lined up right or something. Nope, wrong floor. I filled this up quick. And then to grab some more stuff. All right, so we're gonna finish this off. Just got plenty of materials to do this now. Sorry I didn't come by yesterday. I've been super sick. Yeah, I know. I heard you were sick. I'm sorry you're sick. I hope you're feeling a little bit better at least, and you're not here feeling miserable again. Because otherwise, I'm gonna insist that you go like rest or something. Yeah, as your kid was sick, and did you like potentially catch it from the kid type thing? So far we have oh man, I messed up my thing. Better than yesterday, but definitely need more healing. She's still sick, to be honest. I should have asked her a while ago, but you pray for us. I'll pray for your whole family. Seriously though, I mean, if you never feel obligated to be here though. If you're not around, I mean, I'll worry about you. I'll worry something's up, but usually I hear from somebody. That's fine. Yeah, it sounds like it. Sounds like it. I hope you all get to feeling better. Seriously. So we have. It's just one that I want to do this. I haven't been doing this everywhere, but. I thought she was doing better yesterday, but I was so sick that I didn't even see it for myself, and she isn't much better. Well, that stinks. She didn't eat much in 4 days, like, and not a solid man. That's rough. Kids are sick. There's nothing worse than that, man. You just, I would, and I'm sure you're the same way, but I'd prefer to be the sick one than them to be the sick one. I'm pretty sure I can figure out how to handle it, but they're just, you know, they're just littles, man. I mean, if you guys went to the doctor or anything? Or been able to? We could literally sit here and ride this in a big circle. Yeah. But it could take up to 8 days. Is it like the flu or something? Why is it not changing? I want to go the other way. Is it not changing? But yeah, definitely the pregnancy thing for sure. It's a viral GI thing. That sounds absolutely terrible. See, sometimes it doesn't change directions when I'm trying to get to change direction. Is it just bugged? I come back like this. There. Now it'll change direction. I've been monitoring her, but I'm not against taking her to the hospital if it lasts much longer. Well, hopefully it doesn't have to come to that, and hopefully y'all just get to feeling better. Yeah, we just did a complete circle. It's pretty cool. I like how this is set up. You always play interesting games. This is definitely one of my favorite games. I have over 800 hours in this game now. Why did it turn? I didn't ask it to turn. And now I could get around with these tubes a lot easier. See, this one I want to go turn, but it won't turn. There, now it's turning. That's the direction I want to go. Same way with this. I want to turn. I want to turn and go straight. I don't want it to junction that direction, but it won't do it. Does it there? I did it earlier. Parking lot sim was all right, but I mean, it was just a free key demo kind of thing. From the dev. Ad going on. I may play that one again, honestly. It was pretty interesting. The ship one that I played, I can't remember the name of it. Seafarer. I like that one a lot too, actually. Boop, right into a wall. Fuck it, guys. I'm subbed. Let me keep some more fuel on me. How much stuff do we have? We have... We're gonna go do our next unlock now since we have all the materials. I've been playing for 2 hours, y'all. Same pants for 2 days. I think I... Oh, you're fine. Bro, last week I realized that from like Sunday to Saturday I wore the same t-shirt. Like working from home is weird because like you don't really have to like you don't really have to do much as far as like getting yourself ready and stuff. Saves so much time that way and saves gas and everything else. Yeah, I mean, you still have to generally be, and of course they have you in the office every now and then, at least at my job. But it's not like, it's like twice a year or something you have to go in. No one sees me but a toddler. Yeah. What's funny is like when we do go to the office, I find myself appreciating like being around my coworkers a lot more than before. Because, you know, you just don't have, you have to like seize those moments to like build your camaraderie. Because yeah, you can build some like remotely, but not like not like you can in person. No, I went too far. I was kind of stressing out at work the last couple of weeks, and I think my boss picked up on that because they got me some help this week on some of my stuff that I was struggling with. And I haven't been as like stressed out this week. My shoulders haven't been so tense. Because man, I my sense of personal responsibility is so great that it's very hard for me to ask for help. I never even got to voice it, honestly. I didn't even have to. I think they picked up on it. Because there's just a lot of stuff going on too at my company right now. There's a lot of change going on and stuff. 7 motors short, which is cool because motors are just right here. We're going to send these up to our little space station in the sky.
Milestone reached. It is my honor and privilege to inform you that the fuel-powered generator, as well as the industrial fluid buffer, are now available. Due to a lack of gold in your sector, Caterium will serve as a suitable replacement to construct the fuel-powered generator. Your research into this element was valuable. In fact, you in particular are my most valuable.
I've voiced
pioneer.
frustrations about
Don't
certain
tell the
things
others
at
I
one
said
time.
that. It
I
would be
think that's
bad
what
for morale.
I think that's what I was talking about. But it wasn't like everything. I think that's what, because now I remember what you're talking about, because I did say that. Because this is generally, there's a lot of people that don't really understand what we do in my team. I know it's, most of the time I don't feel like my boss understands what we do. Like, I think he understands, but not greatly. He's never done this job. Like how many times you razz me? Hey, I'm trying to take it easy, all right? You're sick. I don't want you to feel worse. Yeah. Raz or no raz, you know. I'd prefer for you to be able to get well. We're waiting for our little cargo guy to come back. Where the people on other streams thinks I'm being mean to you. I think they do, honestly. I honestly think that they do, and they're like, "Holy crap!" And then I'm like, I don't do anything to make him think any different either, and that's probably not it's probably not what I should be doing. I seem like a big meanie. I mean, everybody's having fun though. I mean, if you know, most people get it. The people that matter get it, right? It's just the people that aren't really like part of our circle that really understand what's going on. Like yesterday, I really wanted to. I was really hoping you'd show up because I was going to give you crap about the Rangers sweeping the Mariners, but you know, I'm not an asshole all the time. Only part of the time. Bro, is he going to come back or what? I felt I was dying. I don't doubt it. Like I said, I hope that shit passes pretty quick. I mean, it's already lasted too long, honestly. Let me get started on my next. Oh yeah, he's still got 5 minutes before he's back. Never mind. I didn't realize it was that long. So we finished all of tier 5. Now we're on tier 6, which is industrial manufacturing. Which we're producing. We have all this stuff, so we gotta run right through a lot of these. We just have to collect the materials. My body is causing inflammation in my joints from my... Jeez, that sounds terrible, dude. Yeah, I have arthritis really bad too. It's just been, when I get tensed up, it's just worse because of it. Maybe I'm stressed out from work and stuff. Oh god, it is so painful. And I don't take anything for it either. And I probably should, but I mean, other than like just ibuprofen every now and then, but I started getting it in my shoulder because I had frozen shoulder, which was hell for like 2 years because I can't really do anything but physical therapy for it because it's just scarred tissue that has to be worked out. And then I thought I like broke my knee or something, broke my leg because my knee was so bad, and they x-rayed and they're like, well, it's structurally fine, you just have arthritis. Yeah, I ended up just doing my own PT for it because I just started just doing stretches. And I mean, the thing about it is doing the stretches, it's like, it hurts when you're doing it so bad, but it feels so much better after. It's crazy. Because physical therapy is so freaking expensive. Because Mama Goose probably gonna have to have that surgery on her heel pretty soon because of she's got that. It's weird because she doesn't wear pumps, but she has that pump bump thing. Bro, it's just like Hagrid's deformity or whatever, and it's like it's really bad. She has an appointment on Monday with the orthopedic surgeon person to find out what the next steps are. I've been in so much pain in my upper back. I pray this isn't. It's called, so it's like nicknamed pump bump. It's like because of the abrasiveness of like pumps, like the shoes. It causes this like deformity within, like a bone deformity that puts pressure on your Achilles, and it could cause your Achilles to erupt. It's like bone, so they have to like, it's almost like a bone spur that forms. Yeah, on your heel. And so like she says sometimes it just like hurts really bad, and then sometimes it just doesn't. But it's more associated with people who, women who wear, pumps all the time, like high heels or whatever. I'm not a women's shoe expert, but. And it just like suddenly and she doesn't wear those kind of shoes. We don't even know how it happened. Yeah. It's like, it's called Hagrid's deformity or something. I'd have to go on social media to see what she called it. But she's got an appointment on Monday. We're going to find out what the next steps are on that. So she's probably going to be like, she's going to be probably bed rested for like 3 weeks. But she works from home too. So, well, she'll probably have to take some time off of work, and then the rest of the time just like kind of work from the bed, really. Or the chair, or, the comfy chair. Your friend touch a bone spur on a cat. Jeez, that's crazy. This is supposed to be back in 50 seconds. Completely landed in 50 seconds. I think the day and night cycles in this are pretty wicked too. This game is really, really good. Yeah, this stream I'll go over 800 hours on this game. And this is, I have 2 copies of it. It was originally released on Epic. Here he comes. I think the only thing I have to grab is the motors. Oh no, I gotta grab some other stuff too, but. Yeah, we need 100 of those. We need. Put these in here. Put these. I have a bunch of this in here. Do I have any other frames anywhere? I just stashed. Aspen, California. Huh? What do you mean? Oh, I don't remember a lot of movie stuff. I only remember like certain things. My memory stinks. I've missed a lot of movies too. Dumb and Dumber. I almost watched Dumb and Dumber the other day because I just wanted a comedy. And I was like, I need some Jim Carrey in my life. And I ended up watching my daughter had never seen it. We ended up watching Ace Ventura instead. And what's funny is so our first home Eagles game that we went to was in 2024. It was the Eagles and Dolphins. And we were like 20 rows back and we were on Sunday Night Football. I even have the picture of when they were kicking the field goals. I found us in the stands. And but what I didn't realize about in Ace Ventura is the Super Bowl in the game is actually the Dolphins and the Eagles, which is funny. Which was just ironic as hell. All right, so we have this. So we need about 300 plastic, and we need 101 frames. Now frames are in this building. Plastic is not. Not really the biggest fan of that song. So we're gonna go. I think it's in Iron Stage 2. I think it opens over here. We need 101 frames. We're just gonna grab 3 stacks. They'd say Eagles versus Dolphins with just the animal sounds and not the words. No. I don't think so. I mean, I could do the Eagles sound, but I don't know about the Dolphin sound, man. What is the Dolphins? What would the Dolphins? It's like... I'm gonna do it because it's gonna get clipped, and then I'm never gonna live it down. Okay, so we need 302. We need 302 in plastic, so go get it. It's like that high pitch stuff, though, isn't it? It's like a very high that I couldn't do without like wrecking my throat. I mean, I could hear it in my head, but I don't think I couldn't replicate it with my mouth. I mean, doing like a caw for an eagle's easy, but doing like that high pitched like dolphin squill thing, nah, bro. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. Let me switch directions, bro. It's so annoying. Why is it not working? Thank you. And then this one's doing it too. It's nice to laugh. I don't want to make you laugh because I was afraid it's like gonna make you like pain in more pain from laughing. So I'm like I'm just trying to chill with the comedy for a bit. And here you are trying to get me to make animal noises. You think this is an Animal Planet? Can't make a Seahawk sound either. I saw a meme on one of my Eagles groups on Facebook the other day that they had like the 5 most hated teams by Eagles fans. And of course the Cowboys were on there, the Giants were on there, the Commies were on there. And then they had the San Francisco 49ers and they had the Seattle Seahawks. And it's like, I've never really like hated the Seahawks. It was interesting to me that that was even on there. Okay. This is fuel. Be plastic. Like I'm a clown? Like I'm here to amuse you? Am I a clown? I mean, no, man. Maybe I am. I need to get another drink. And I don't feel like getting up to do it. A Goodfellas quote. Yeah, that's like, was that like Joe Pesci or something? What am I here to amuse you? See, I know some stuff. I just don't know, like, there's a lot of like people that know like all these obscure movie quotes, and I'm not one of those people. Wait, did I even? I grabbed the rubber or the plus. I don't even know if I grabbed what I needed to back here. Let's get off. Let's get off here. Took me 31 years to learn offshore oil rigs and floating. Also, hi, what's up, Rusty boy? Is this showing you restricted? It just shows you monitored. I like Collective Soul actually quite a bit. Nope, I didn't get it. So it's a good thing that I didn't just keep going because I would have been pissed off when I got there. In fact, it's not healthy to have poo that floats. I don't. Does that have so? Does that matter based on what kind of substance that you're actually pooping into? Like if it's a heavier liquid and it floats? Asking for a friend. Grab another stack of this. What are you pooping in besides the toilet? I mean, I'm not talking about. I mean, it could be in a toilet, but what if it's like you're pooping into like antifreeze or something? Like, not that you would, but if you did and it floated, would you have the same concern? Why are we talking about poop? Because we can. Like, would it even be like if you actually pooped into something that actually broke down your poop? I mean, I think it would matter, right? But then it also depends on the actual density of your poop too. Like my morning poops, man. That ain't floating in nothing, bro. I could probably poop on the roof and it would probably fall through the roof. I feel like this is going to be clipped. I do have that exclamation point clip command too that does a 30-second clip. No, we went too far. We went too far. I think my kid's in here and I think she has ramen and it's making me hungry. This smells freaking good.
Milestone reached. Manufacturers can receive up to 4 inputs for the production of complex parts, such as computers and heavy modular frames, but most importantly the 2 new project parts. The modular engine and adaptive control unit are essential for the development of Phase 3 of project assembly. You are making good progress. The future is starting to look bright.
Sweet. What's the next one? Oh yeah, we're gonna get trains now. It's weird that it would give you trains without giving you signaling. You have to unlock signaling separate. We have all of these. I need 500. Can I like... Oh, also pipeline engineering. So there's a big chance I won't be on tomorrow either. I thought of it this morning, but I think sleep is definitely more important, especially when you're not feeling well. I got you. I got you. It's gonna be gone for 15 minutes this time, my pod. But soon we'll be able to build the rest of the stuff for this phase of the space elevator, which is exciting. But I think to do that, we have to have... Oh no, we do now. So we have the manufacturer. So we can make computers now, heavy modular frames. And the manufacturer can take in 4 inputs rather than 3. That's where we're at. Good nice sleeps after big sick parts can make me not sick again. Guana logic. Wait, I think having good nice sleeps after the big sick parts make me not get sick again. I'll just go with it. My brain is like not there. Jetpack. I also want to get better fuel. I also want to like fix this thing. Oh, I can't fix this. This is not good. That like goes through that. I do that, but I'm gonna like get rid of that. Like force it to go under there. Okay, that's the concept. Power grid is looking okay. We're getting up to production numbers though. So we're gonna have to expand here pretty soon. He even got a little bit over production. Why am I not getting my thing there? Yeah, we went to 905. So at that point it kicks in these guys. They are operational. Yeah, you do kill stuff in this game. I don't have anything to drink, bro. You make me get up, aren't you? You make me get up, aren't you? But yeah, you do kill stuff in this game, but like you could set the I basically have it on like a creator mode because the monsters are passive, but you can set them to aggressive, which is like the default, but it's kind of unfair, especially early in the game because you don't have a lot of weapons. I'm about to unlock the rifle, which by then I could just turn on aggressive and I don't even care. You do you, but you know what you should do. All right. No, I didn't get water. I got a Coke. I do need to drink water, but we keep forgetting to fill our big water jugs for our water cooler. And we're like kind of low right now. What's up, Taco? One day at work, man. Yeah. I have to be there until 10 tomorrow because I work 12 hours a day. That's nice. What's up, Brian? How you doing, buddy? All right, so I don't remember what I was doing. But you got off on you were off on Wednesday too, weren't you, Taco? You work all weekend? That sucks. I hate working weekends. Like, I don't mind it now because I could usually choose and stuff, but I'm off by 2. Yeah. Yeah, you were saying that the other day. Dude, I keep trying to figure out if I'm ever gonna do iRacing, and I'm just like, I don't want to have to buy like, I already have to pay the subscription thing, and then you gotta buy stuff on top of that. It just feels like a scam, bro. But it's money not to be sorry about. Yep. So guano hydrates. So yeah, baby to bed. Hold on, let me get your hydrate real quick. All right, we hydrated. It's a money pit for sure. Guano, get to feeling better, or else. Okay. Dude, so I already sunk like $2,000 into Star Citizen, and I'm so mad about it because I don't even have it installed anymore. Actually, no, it's more than that. After because I had the subscription, their subscription also, and I just don't want to put any type of money into a game anywhere close to that anymore. Night Guano, hugs, get to feeling better. Baby, get to feeling better too. And I'm not like when I drive on truck sim and stuff. I'm not like competitive with driving, so it's like I don't know if I'd even enjoy it enough to make the investment. So there's like a few different avenues there, but I have like this, I have the will and stuff, so it's kind of like, it would be nice to be able to do more. I thought about getting the NASCAR 25 because it's just like a one-time, purchase type thing. It's not a thing, and that's an iRacing game too. Kind of wow, because that means they're like their own competition. I'm kind of surprised they even did that. But maybe it was a licensing thing with NASCAR that they had to do it or something. I don't know. All right, so we're still waiting on our freighter to come back. He's going to be back in like 3 minutes. And all right, we need materials. Oh, it's so hard to get in that one. Oh, I'm stuck. So you can't have this close. Okay. I might end up having to undo that then. So I need... Yeah, this whole thing's like messed up. It's like bugging on me. I don't know why it did that. That also, they do a lot of collabing. Yeah. Let me get out up here and fix that stuff. There we go. They're like malformed for some reason. I'm just not even gonna bother with this. That's part of why. They like broke the thing. Holy crap. I like mess up myself all over the place. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I could just, to go the opposite direction, I could just go this way. Yeah, it's the right direction. I thought I got stuck in the tube. I was like, that's not good. That's crap, bro. Probably gonna do this one on lock, and then I'm probably gonna call stream. So it's not even giving me the prompt right now to change the direction. I need 500 of these. I already have some. I need like 200 of these. Okay, that's all I need from over here. I still need to build my elevator over here too, so I get rid of this thing in the middle. Guess how let me change the direction here again. This is like bugged or something. And then when I come back, it'll let me do it. Just like that. I had plenty of those. Okay. I still need 300 something steel pipes. I need about 200 of those. Do I have steel pipes in here anywhere? I think I do need to look at unlocking was the turbo fuel. That's what it was. If 15 come back to coal. Yo, what's up, Mojo? How you doing, man? How was your stream? What were you getting into tonight? What's up, Texas Outlaw? What you guys are doing? Some more Crimson Desert. How you liking Crimson Desert, man? Guys, be sure to give Mojo Pareto a follow. That is an old friend of mine. He's got a really cool community. Lots of people he plays with. You could be a part of his community. Go give him a follow. Go check out his content. Appreciate you. Welcome in, Raiders. Texas boy, how you doing?
My word.
It is amazing. Okay. I've heard like mixed reviews on it. So that's good to hear. I'm sure when it hits a sell or something, I might try it sometime. It's like an RPG though, right? Like just single player RPG for the most part. But welcome in. If you guys don't know who I am, my name's Goofball. I play a lot of simulator games. I play quite a bit of American Truck Simulator, even though it's been a while. But that's what I do. I'm pretty much a variety at this point. So I play all kinds of different stuff. But Satisfactory is one of my favorite games. That's what we're playing today. Building a factory on an alien planet. It's just pretty cool. Mojo, I appreciate that raid, man. If you're gonna hang out here, then that's cool, dude. But if you aren't able to and you need to go get some food, go get some rest, I know you're a day worker. You're a daytime worker just like I am. So if you need to head off to get some rest and all that stuff, man, I appreciate it. Thanks for that. Thanks for that route. That if I could talk, thanks for that raid for sure. Guys, like I said, click that heart. Go give Mojo a follow for sure. Get back over here. Scoot on down. Turbo fuel is what I want to get. So we need compacted coal. That's all we really need. How much fuel did that take up? Whoops. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I get so much enjoyment from that. It says don't push the button. People still push the button. It's freaking hilarious. Red Eye Fury, thanks for that. I appreciate that. I love that 70s show. You ever watch that 90s show? So I think he's still in it, isn't he? Oh. That button was great. Pretty good too. I just shipped my bed.
Milestone reached. Trains are
Kmart's
excellent for
commercials at the
efficiently
time
moving
were way
vast
ahead of their
quantities of
time.
parts. Train logistics can be made more precise and complex.
There's
with
also the
tools
big
found
gas
in the railway
prices one that's
signaling
on there.
milestone. I listen to all my pioneers, often when they're not even aware of it. So due to popular demand, I have added a motivational message. Choo choo mother.
Lawrence. Thanks for that alert, Mike. I appreciate you, man. So, and the big gas prices is pretty funny too. So, what up? Use some of those big ass savings right now. Tell you that much. All right, what to do now? I need to get some compacted coal. I need like 15 to do this unlock. Yeah, it's a big ass bill. It really is, dude. It's getting a little more expensive to fuel up my big Hemi and my RAM. I'll tell you that much. I know they don't. It's sad. It's sad they don't exist anymore. Yeah, I got turbo fuel. What is this unlock? Rocket fuel.
Turbo fuel unlocked. This upgrade to regular fuel is optimal for fuel-powered generators, jetpacks, and fulfilling long-distance trucker fantasies.
Long distance trucker fantasies, huh? Heard it here first, guys. Right, so we need to do this one. We need 100. I think I have 60 in here. Yeah, 62. Clean, clear to Taco Town. So I need 38 of these. Oh, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I only need 38. Why am I making so much? Okay. We only need like 20 coal and 20 sulfur. Those are right over here too. Yeah, that one usually gets played a lot when we're doing truck sim stuff. Hey Mojo, thanks for that lurk, man. I appreciate that raid again. Guys, go check out Mojo's channel. You'll be happy that you did. Believe me. Hey, thanks for that. Thanks for that check-in. First time check-in. Alright, so I need to craft some. I can make a bunch of this stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the hay. My cat is getting restless. Hi, Texas Outlaw. I appreciate you coming through, man, with the raid. Thanks again for hanging out. Thanks for the redeems, guys. Thanks for using those. Definitely get a lot of satisfaction out of you guys actually using those things, because that's what they're there for. Get some rest, brother. I appreciate you coming by. Take care of yourself. All right. We have enough for that unlocked. So this is going to get us closer to the rifle.
Research completed. Smokeless powder recipe unlocked. New sulfur research available for the development of high-end weaponry and ammunition.
Turbo rifle ammo. New pocket inflation. Nuclear bombs. We have everything to do this. So we need some smokeless powder. Need 50. So this requires heavy oil residue. So this has to be made at a refinery. I can't make this. So that sulfur, wow, I'm going to have to rethink that production line to send some of that sulfur back to either that or sending some of the residue over. That's going to be interesting. All right, guys, it's about 12 minutes of midnight here, my time, Central Time. I'm probably going to call it. I appreciate everybody for hanging out with me tonight. We did a little more than 3 hours tonight. I did start late too, so. And I did stream a little bit longer than I usually do last night, so. We're going to be looking for somebody to raid, so be sure to hang out to get those channel points for being involved in the raid. So give me just a few seconds. I'm going to go through these credits real quick. Thanks for the moderators for always helping out with the channel. Our new followers, our raid tonight, and our bits. Mojo gave 100 bits. I didn't realize it, dude. I feel like a jerk now. I didn't even say anything. But thank you guys so much for everything. Every time I stream, man, you guys are always here. And honestly, I am extremely grateful for everybody who comes through and shows up. Ash, you take care, man. You have a good day tomorrow as well. Let's see who we're gonna raid out to. Well, Mike just went live. And he was just in here, so that is where we are going to go. Mustache Mike is a really good friend of mine, so you guys be sure to give him a follow, and and be sure to check out his channel. There's that raid. But guys, I should be back on Monday. I might stream this weekend. There's always a chance I might pop in on bonus streams, but for the most part, the next scheduled stream is on Monday at about 7:30. So if you guys 7:30 Central Time. So if you guys want to come hang out, that's great. Be sure to follow me on social media. Here's some links for you for that, and here's some raid commands for you. Go show Mike some love for me. Again, I appreciate everybody. Love y'all. Have a great Friday. And I will see y'all later. Ciao.